Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee falls to Alabama the third Saturday in October, 37-20. And you kind of look at it on paper. You look at the numbers. Tennessee outgains Alabama 409 yards to 373, passing yards 268 to 253, rushing yards 141 to 120, first downs 27, Alabama 23. You kind of swap turnovers there, but guess what? Stats, numbers, paper, it doesn't matter. Tennessee could not get out of their own way. I thought at times, especially early in this football game, the defense played good enough to win this game. The Vols just did not play complimentary football, and they have not played complimentary football all year long. If I told you that Alabama offensively was going to start the football game 6 possessions midway through the third quarter, and it looks like this, you would have told me, I'll take it, Boogie, 10 times out of 10. Their first drive, they go 12 plays, 91 yards, and they score a touchdown. You let them convert a 3rd and 13 on your own 6-yard line. Of course, we have to be better on third down, but following that, they go 6 plays, 30 yards, they punt the football. They go 3 and out, -2 yards, they punt the football. They put together another scoring drive. They follow that up with another 3 and out, and then they follow it up with a turnover. They fumble the football. Tennessee recovers it. That's midway through the third quarter, so 6 drives. You force 3 punts, you force a turnover. You got to think that's a pretty good start for the defense. But again, the offense could not capitalize. Self-inflicted wounds. A week ago, we talked about capitalizing, taking advantage of turnovers. A week ago, you forced 3 turnovers. You only got 7 points out of it. This week, same thing. You force the turnover, you get the fumble. You do not capitalize. You don't score any points on it. But again, self-inflicted wounds. The offense could not capitalize, couldn't get out of their own way, whether it's a false start early in the game and you turn a 2nd and 2 into a 2nd and 7, then you end up a yard short. After third down, you punt the football. Second drive of the game, you hit Chris Brazzell for 17 yards. You're down inside the Alabama 30, almost in the red zone. It gets called back. Ineligible man downfield. Mike Matthews has Braylon Staley covered up on the line of scrimmage. An offensive pass interference and a quick screen. You're engaged with the blocker, right? And we've seen this with Josh Heupel's offense. Offensive pass interference because we are engaging with our block while the ball is in the air. Now, you can do that as long as it's behind the line of scrimmage, but you let that ball drift in front of the line of scrimmage. That's offensive pass interference. The very next play, Joey Aguilar gets the safety. That is a huge, crucial point in this game. And then, of course, if we're talking about self-inflicted wounds, the dagger in the heart, Vols driving at the end of the first half. And, man, I thought this was a big boy drive. This could have been a moment for Tennessee. Instead, it's going to be a highlight reel for Alabama for years to come. You go 15 plays, 74 yards. I thought they managed the clock well. Now, we can debate, we can argue, we can have a conversation about the play calling once you get down there on the goal line, but it's 1st and goal from the 2. You got 13 seconds left. You got a timeout in the back pocket. You try to punch one in with Deshaun Bishop, and then you take the timeout. I was fine with that, man. Now, some of you guys in the post-game show last night said, why not try to throw it on first down? And if you complete it, it's a touchdown. If you don't, then maybe run on second down. I'm okay with that, but I don't have a problem with the way that Josh Heupel called it. You come out, what do you got, 9 seconds left on the clock, no timeouts in the back pocket. You come out with the heavy formation. Alabama calls a timeout. Everybody in the stadium knows you're throwing it. You come right back out, go heavy formation again. And I get it. I get it. If you want to question that play call, you want to question that formation, why go heavy? Did we get cute? I said that last night on the postgame. Did Josh Heupel get cute there? Instead of just coming out and running your play, you got cute, you showed heavy, did the play action. Joey throws the pick 6. That is the dagger. Alabama takes the lead 23-7 as time expires. But again, I ask you, was it the play call or was it execution? Because I think there's room there for Joey Aguilar to throw the football to the outside. Miles Kitselman makes a play. It's a touchdown. At the very least, put it where only he can get it. If it's incomplete, you kick the field goal. You're still in this ball game, but again, missed opportunities. Drops. I know I said the defense played well enough early to win this game, but the missed tackles were atrocious. They were awful. Once again, you let Alabama finish off the game because you could not get guys to the ground. Tackling has been awful all year long. Look, we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. We've had a night to sleep on it a little bit. I think I went to bed around 3 a.m. We're going to try to push some emotions away and talk about this thing. It's the day after, but I need you guys to do me a favor and smash the thumbs up below the video. It's quick, free, and easy. It helps the channel. I would appreciate it. If you're new here, your first time here, welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not trying to pretend that we know more than you do. We're here as fans, for the fans, by the fans, to talk Tennessee football. If you like it, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's the fan call-in show. You guys get to come on tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eric Kane of VolQuest.com will be in the house. Tuesday night, we play EA Sports College Football. Wednesday night at 7 p.m., Talkin VAWLS Live. So make sure you join us. You want to support, you can hit the join button. It's $1. We also had a fun interaction game day chat on Patreon. There is a link in the description to join that. It's a chat room. I'm in there hanging out with you guys the entire Alabama game. Are going to do it again coming up for the Kentucky game. Just ways you can support the channel. But let's get back into it. And again, there are no moral victories at this point. I said that going into this game. We're not going down there to keep it close. We're not going down there to try to make a statement and show that we belong on the same field. No, we belong on the same field. There are no moral victories for Tennessee, for Josh Heupel. But if I'm going to watch Tennessee lose a football game, I want to see effort. I want to see them go down swinging. And when you go into the locker room down 23-7, a lot of us, myself included, are writing this game off. This game is over. This game is done. There's zero chance we come back from down 16 on the road in Tuscaloosa, but this team came out in the second half, and they came out hot. This defense forces a 3-and-out. The offense scores quick. Deshaun Bishop pops off a 44-yard touchdown run, cut the lead to 10 after a failed two-point conversion. But then here is where the defense started to fade. The defense started to fall off. Alabama goes 9 plays for 99 yards, eats up 5.5 minutes of clock. They take the lead 30-13. Very little time left in the third quarter there. Tennessee, Alabama trade off a couple of touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Still a 17-point ball game, and I get it. There's 3 minutes to play. The game's pretty much over at that point. But you get down to the Alabama 16. Alabama 16. It's 4th and 11. You're down 17. Why are you not kicking a field goal there? And I get it. I'm chasing points here. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Why are you not kicking the field goal there, down 17? I don't understand that decision, and it didn't impact the outcome of the game, but it's college football. Take your shot. You're down 17. You need 2 touchdowns and a field goal. You're in field goal range. Kick the field goal. And then I get it. You got to go kick an onside kick. You got to recover. You got to score. You got to do it again. It's crazy. It's like we're playing EA Sports College Football. But when you need 17 points and you've got a 4th and 11, kick the field goal. That's it. That's it. Not Joey Aguilar's best day. I think Joey Aguilar was beat up. I think he was injured. We'll see how he bounces back this week. We're going to need Joey Aguilar. Finished the day 28-44, 268 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Just made some bad decisions. That's it. That's it. Joey's been good protecting the football, was not good protecting the football on Saturday. Deshaun Bishop, 14 carries, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. Love some Deshaun Bishop, man. What a story for that kid. Braylon Staley, 10 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Brazel, 7 catches for 66 yards. Again, defense played well enough to win at times, but it wasn't good enough. And now, where do you go from here? I mean, it's just a heartbreaking day for Tennessee, a heartbreaking day for the players, for the coaches, for the fans. I know people don't want to hear it. I've been there. I've done that. Some people are going to say, there's no way we beat Oklahoma. Boogie, there's no way. You look at the schedule as we move ahead. We're not beating Oklahoma. We're not beating Vanderbilt. We're not beating Florida. There's no way we can go down to the swamp and win, and that's fine, man. You guys feel how you want to feel. You guys fan how you want to fan, but the reality is Tennessee still has every opportunity to finish this thing off at 10-2. You may not want to hear it. You may disagree with me. You may argue with me in the comment section, and that's fine, but that's the reality. Tennessee didn't play very good football on Saturday. I get it. They got whipped by Alabama. We sell a t-shirt at bonfire.com/store/talkinballs that says we're Kentucky's daddy. We're going to make a statement. We're going to make a statement on the road against Kentucky. Oklahoma's going to come to town. Josh Heupel's pretty dang good in Neyland Stadium. The only team he's lost to in the last 3 years in Neyland Stadium is Georgia. So I like our odds against Oklahoma. I like our odds against Vanderbilt. The Florida Gators are a train wreck right now. I like Josh Heupel's odds of going down to the swamp and coming out with a victory. And speaking of Josh Heupel, where are you at? Where are you guys at? with Josh Heupel. Let's have an honest conversation. Where you at? Because I was getting text messages last night. Shout out Vols JP. He's the most emotional Tennessee fan on the face of the earth. He's done. He's ready to move on. Josh Heupel is not it. Boogie, Josh Heupel is not the guy. He can't get it done. What about Tim Banks? What about Joey Halzle? Last year, everybody wanted to fire Joey Halzle. Last year, everybody wanted to fire Glenn Ellerbe. And when I say everybody, I don't mean everybody, but a very vocal, I don't even know if it's a minority, wanted to fire Joey Halzle, wanted to fire Glenn Ellerbe, wanted to fire Kelsey Pope. Where you at now when we're looking at recruiting and what Glenn Ellerbe has done in recruiting? And when we look at what Kelsey Pope has done in recruiting, you just got a commitment from the number one wide receiver in the country, Tristan Keys. You look at the wide receivers committed in that class of 26, they're pretty dang good. You want to fire Glenn Ellerbe, and now I would say the offensive line, although they struggled against Alabama, they did. That's you can call a spade a spade. The offensive line has been a strength for this football team in this 2025 season. So should we have fired Glenn Ellerbe? Should we have fired Joey Halzle? We got the number one scoring offense in the country. Last year we leaned on defense. We leaned on the running game. This year, Tim Banks, that defense, they're struggling. They are. Is it X's and O's? Is it personnel? We're struggling in the secondary, and yeah, I get it. Both of our starting corners are out, but guess what? The game of college football doesn't care that your two starting corners are out. They don't care. Alabama fans don't care. Florida fans, when we go to the Swamp, don't care. Nobody cares that your starting corners are out. Safety play has been a problem. Coach Jay brought it up last night on the post-game show. He said, who's responsible for the safeties? Who coaches the safeties? Who recruits the safeties? That's Tim Banks. I see a lot of people, man. It's not just JP. I love to pick on JP. Love the guy. A lot of people starting to question Josh Heupel, and that's fair. You guys can question him. I think Josh Heupel is at the toughest place, the toughest crossroads you can be with a program. You're trying to go from a really good football team. Look, 10-win seasons don't grow on trees around here. And Josh Heupel is averaging 10 wins a year the last 3 seasons. They don't grow on trees. But we're trying to go from winning 10 games to winning SEC championships, to winning national championships. That's the next step. That's the progression. That's what you want. That's what I want. That's why our fan base is so frustrated right now, because it seems like 10 wins isn't good enough. And when we lose a game like this against Alabama, we're ready to burn it all to the ground. We suck. We're going to lose to Kentucky. We're going to lose to Oklahoma. We're going to lose to – we're finishing this thing 6-6. Boogie, we suck. Do we, or are we reacting emotionally? Are we overreacting? And again, do you want to fire Josh Heupel? Because there is a huge difference between firing Josh Heupel and questioning Josh Heupel. Again, average 10 wins per year the last 3 years. He took over an absolute dumpster fire, depleted roster, NCAA investigation, and I get it. It's year 5. It's year 5. But the guy couldn't get recruiting off the ground for the first 2 cycles because of the mess that he inherited, the NCAA investigation, the negative recruiting because of that. But what did Josh Heupel do? He came in and didn't make excuses. He went to work and he won football games. Last 3 years, 11-2, 9-4, 10-3. Do you know how many 10? So 10 win seasons, 2 10-win seasons in 4 years. How many 10-win seasons did Jeremy Pruitt have? How many 10-win seasons did Butch Jones have? Derek Dooley, Lane Kiffin. You go through those coaches, we're already back to 2008. 12 seasons of Tennessee football with 0 10-win seasons. And we're ready to run Josh Heupel out of town. Are you ready to run Josh Heupel out of town? You want to fire Josh Heupel? 18 years without a 10-win season. Josh Heupel gave us 2 in 4 years. Philip Fulmer had 9 seasons where he won 10 games, and I think Philip Fulmer spoiled a lot of people that are my age. You know how many 10-win seasons Johnny Majors had? 2. He coached here from 1977 to 1992, and he had the same number of 10-win seasons as Josh Heupel. And some people are going to argue, and they're going to say, yeah, but Boogie, he didn't play as many games. Yeah, but go look and see how many 9-win seasons he had. It ain't that many. It ain't like, if he had one more game, he would have won 10. Same number of 10-win seasons as Josh Heupel, and he was here from 1977 to 1992. You still want to fire Josh Heupel? Still want to move on? General Neyland, Bill Battle, and Phil Fulmer, the only 3 coaches in Tennessee football history that have more 10-win seasons than Josh Heupel, and Josh Heupel has been here for 4 full years. 4 full years. I just ask you to think about all that. Do you still want to fire Josh Heupel? And look, we got to be better. We got to strive for better. We want to be better. We want to be elite. We want to win SEC championships. We want to win national championships. Can Josh Heupel get us to that level? I don't know. I have no idea. But I dang sure ain't ready to run Josh Heupel out of town and go pick and choose and try to find another coach. Because I always ask you, if you do want to fire Josh Heupel, if you put it in the comment section that you want to fire Josh Heupel, who are you going to hire? Who's the hire you're going to make? You're going to go get Urban Meyer. I've heard that one. You're going to go get Nick Saban to come out of retirement. I've heard that one. Not happening. Do you want to run Josh Heupel out of town? Nobody wants to lose. It sucks. The third Saturday in October is in the rear view mirror. You got to snap and clear, and we got to move on. We got to go take care of Kentucky. You got to go on the road in the SEC. It's a night game, but it's Kentucky, and I think this team bounces back. We're going to talk about it here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. Smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, you can support the channel by hitting the join button down below. You can go to the link in the description for the Patreon. Come be a part of the game day chat. There's a lot of trolls that are in that chat on YouTube, but if you come to Patreon, there are no trolls. We have a good time in the game. It's always a lot of fun. This past week, it was a lot of fun. We're going to do it again for Kentucky. You can also go check out our merchandise, bonfire.com/store/talkinvalls. All those links are in the description below. I hope you'll join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll break this thing down, but that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.